thought, because I said I'd do a video a day, I didn't yesterday, because I ended up staying out really late the night before. I had quite a good night, which was nice, but yesterday had a couple of customers, but it was more of a recovery day. I'm definitely feeling tired today, but yeah, I've said I'll do a video a day, so I will. Sometimes just maybe discuss whatever's on my mind. And yeah, my thoughts, talking about this, my last video about having dreams and goals and being vision led. I think it's what's interesting is when your heart takes you in a certain direction and you follow a dream. Certainly what I find is you get to a point of, say, how do you pronounce it? You're full up, You're like, okay, this used to sustain me, this used to be what I was about, but now it's time for something else. But yeah, I'm definitely finding this a hard journey moving on from that. So I spent a lot of years getting really good at the jobs I did and really competent, and a lot of my self-esteem was based on that. So probably for the last few years, I'm deciding to branch into sports massage and do something new. It's just like being a young boy or apprentice all over again. And when you've had successes in the past, you forget all the ups and downs that it took to get there. Because I'm a real believer in it's about the process and it's about who you become. And I've decided to move on from my kind of comfortable situation in mental health. It's not comfortable, it's really difficult. But yeah, really at a stage, I don't know if any of you are finding this. Sorry, I'm not looking at the camera, I'm looking around. I am tired and distracted today. But yeah, it's constantly trying to remember what you're trying to achieve. So for example, I will wake up not anxious, but conscious of the fact that I'm not where I want to be, and I'm in a slightly precarious situation really at the moment. I don't have regular income other than from customers, and that's not going to sustain things, so I might have to start looking at finding another job. And it's very easy to get lost in those feelings and procrastinate or overly worry or paint everything in a negative picture. So at the minute it's like quite a battle for me to consciously reframe the situation, constantly pick myself up and say, right, Dale, this is the learning process. This is how you learn to be good at something. And something I'm going to mention repeatedly in my videos is that procrastination is an emotional management problem and not a time management problem. And I can really fall prey to that. So the difference, kind of what I've done to try and tackle that, and the difference this year compared to, say, year before. So when I qualified and, say, met my twin flame and had all that going on, I was in a position where I ran out of money. I had to work 6 days a week in a really challenging environment, and I knew that I didn't have enough energy to work towards my goal of opening a business and running a business successfully. So it's probably about a year where I just didn't, it was on the back burner, as they say. And the difference now is that things are happening slowly but surely, it seems. But I'm actually focused on it, my thoughts are always in that direction. So when I was really procrastinating, I wouldn't engage with any material about that subject at all. I just really blanked it out. That was for another day. Whereas if I feel myself putting off a task, at least I will go learn something, or I'll listen to a podcast or something like that. you know, that's still procrastination because you're not doing the task you want to do, but it's trying to at least create some forward momentum with it, and then at least doing something every day. Like I said, the thing is, when you have, you know, I was talking about being at this point where I've been with other goals, where I've heard no a few times, I'm not where I want to be, and it's difficult, but I know I'm not going to give up. And now I'm getting more and more determined. And the trouble with goals, or you're trying to change your life situation, if you spend a day and then ask yourself, right, what have I done to move myself forward in this situation? And if you haven't done anything, that's a day wasted. It's another day where you're not where you want to be. So today, haven't really done much. It's Saturday today. I've learned some stuff about marketing and copywriting, which is always gonna help. I think that's a really important side of things for me. I've revised a little bit of postural assessment, and then I'm going to do a massage on my dad, who's got a bit of a problem with his leg, and I'm going to use that one massage as a learning opportunity. Not sure I'll do much else today. I'm definitely feeling very fatigued, but I liken it to when I was learning Spanish. That was a really long process. This is another thing, all my goals, and this is maybe common, maybe not for everyone else, they've taken me about 3 times as long to achieve as I initially thought they would, because you come across obstacles that you hadn't anticipated. But I found even when I was having a down day, I would do something, and sometimes the act of doing something tricks your brain into wanting to do a little bit more and to being excited about it, and that all builds up. You know, like I could have done a lot more this week, but things have moved forward. But yeah, growth is difficult. You know, it's like strength training. You only get stronger by lifting stuff. It's going to be heavy. Or I used to do this exercise class called MetaFit, which was so hard. But it works because it's hard. And yeah, I think I've just been softened up a little bit too much by a lot of the other challenges I've had to face in the last few years. And I haven't geared myself up for a fight and to work hard. So, you know, that's me today, basically every day. Trying to just realign my thoughts, trying to say, right, this is it, come on, work hard. Be really interesting finding out if anyone's watching what they're working toward at the minute and what the challenges are and how they're overcoming them. I'm definitely not putting quite enough effort in at the minute. You know, there's gonna come like a critical mass point where I just all go. But we'll see how it goes.